When you look at this, what do you think of first? Maybe some of you'll say Optimus Prime's speech, but I think most of you are thinking one thing. This video is sponsored by Established Titles. Please support them because I'm pretty sure this video will get claimed for the music I use. How's it going? Welcome to the table, and if you already have a chair at the table, well then welcome back. So, Nando V Movies has decided to do another collaboration. Yes, this guy cannot get enough of collaborating. This time it's on music. It's called One Musical Scene. We get to talk about a scene in a movie or show where music played a huge, crucial role, be it in creating a mood or creating a feeling when watching a show or movie, something like that. And you know, I was gonna make a Spider-Verse video. I'm still gonna make it. But I had this inkling in the back of my head. There's a scene that I've wanted to talk about for so long, and I finally have an excuse to talk about it, because it's so specific, it's so popular and so important to the cultural zeitgeist that I finally decided, okay, I'm gonna sit down and talk about it. And that scene is the ending of the first Transformers movie. Linkin Park playing their song as Optimus Prime just gives this epic speech is unironically, unapologetically, I will be completely honest, one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a movie. I thought Transformers 1 was very solid. And I will say also that the ending is genuinely one of the greatest endings of any movie I've ever seen. It is so sick. So I want to not only talk about this, but Transformers and cool movie moments in general. Because what I think when I see this scene is the rule of cool. The term has a ton of meanings, I think it's used in D&D, but for here, I want to talk about it in a way that makes sense for me. For me, it's when a movie just does cool stuff for the sake of doing cool stuff, and how it goes about bringing forth this cool stuff. So, before we get into that, let's get into today's sponsor. Welcome to the sponsor segment, hosted by me, Lord Mauricio. If you forgot, or don't know why I just called myself Lord Mauricio, that's because I can. I can call myself Lord Mauricio whenever I want because I am literally a lord, thanks to Established Titles. Today's sponsor. Established Titles is a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds or lords and ladies in English. They allow people to buy as little as 1 square feet of dedicated land so they can call themselves this, and in return they plant a tree. It's a dope way to help preserve the woodlands and biodiversity of Scotland while supporting global afforestation efforts. Supporting global charities like One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future, their title packs give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland. You get a certificate proving your title as well as a unique plot number with which you can see the exact location of your land. Shit's so cool, forget your diplomas, this is something you have to show off. And technically, you can also now add Lord or Lady in your credit card or plane ticket because of this. Established Titles told me that the first 200 people purchasing a title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot, within walking distance. That's sick. So if you want to do this, we can literally create our Browntable kingdom. It makes an awesome last minute gift, and Established Titles is running a great Labor Day sale right now. So go to establishedtitles.com/browntable to get your gifts and to support the channel. And let's get on back with the video. To all you George Lucas simps out there, I'm pretty sure George Lucas stated that sound is 50% of the movie-going experience. And that means that the combination of awesome visuals and dynamic sound make for enjoyable stuff. When executed right, you get stuff like this. Or this. I think the reason why the ending to Transformers works so well is not just because it has almost ethereal visuals, golden hour, the protagonists are just making out in the hood of a car. These two have definitely fucked inside of Bumblebee, that's scarring for him, I bet. And also Optimus Prime is walking around. It's not just this. Optimus Prime is also giving one of the dopest speeches ever made, and if it's not one of the dopest, it definitely sounds like it, all the while Linkin Park is playing in the background. And then when Optimus finishes his speech, the music plays at full blast and the credits begin on time with the drop. It's just so excellent. And this isn't an accident, obviously. Some of the most impactful, fun blockbusters are crafted, directed, edited to give off the most amount of let's fucking go energy possible.
Assemble.
It's almost like dopamine, but in movie form. That doesn't make sense, but I hope you understand what I mean. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. How do we introduce Optimus Prime? Have him fall out of a friggin' plane, with Jablonski's iconic score blaring as he does so. It's actual cinema. One can argue about the quality of the film altogether, but certain scenes in these Transformers movies are genuinely directed to produce an adrenaline rush, just because. Stuff can be cool, just because.
Time to find out.
Michael Bay understands the use of dope music in the movie. It's part of the soundtrack. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen uses New Divide twice in its movie. And it's not like music is everywhere in the movie just to have music. Like for example, Suicide Squad, that's a movie that doesn't use its soundtrack effectively. Now take Guardians of the Galaxy for example, in the sequel, the song The Chain is meant to represent the Guardians. It's used in the climax of the film.
You shouldn't have killed my mom and squished my Walkman.
Now take Transformers Dark of the Moon. Iridescent plays, a Linkin Park song that's definitely a bop, but it's not like What I've Done, it's much colder and somber, talking about horrible times and letting those negative feelings go. In this scene where it plays, the main characters are driving by an apocalyptic Chicago. It's a genuinely beautiful scene, brilliant stuff, but here's the thing, the song is pretty much all dreary and sad until its chorus, where it goes, "Let it go." The chorus of the song doesn't play in this scene, it plays at the end of the movie, when the heroes have won and saved the world. So this song, Iridescent, is cut down and utilized in the movie in two different ways to evoke two distinct emotions. Now that is awesome. Other noteworthy examples of this are just seeing cool shit like Spider-Man swinging around and his theme is blaring. Literally any Mission Impossible movie, they all understand the rule of cool. And stuff like this is incredibly important, directing and editing sequences in film to have this maximum impact. Impact that isn't carried by anything other than exciting visuals and accelerating music. All of the scenes mentioned, which are fun and exciting, aren't carried by having some kind of twist or a cameo to make it fun and exciting. And it feels like blockbusters that understand the rule of cool are becoming more and more scarce, but they're still out there. I feel like the execution of the Transformers ending is very 2000s. The really in-your-face visuals along with the epic music. To give credit to the MCU, because I just dissed it a second ago, having Shang-Chi kill that massive dragon at the end of the movie with his theme playing in the background is exactly what I'm talking about. That's some good shit. Visually dynamic and audibly engaging blockbuster filmmaking is why Top Gun Maverick has beaten Avengers Infinity War at the box office. The scene where the characters are just playing football while that One Republic song plays is insanely popular. And it's not for no reason, it's because it's just yelling in your face, fuck yeah, look at this shit, it's awesome, it's fun, it gives you that feeling. The majority of the movie, even in its climactic ending, has a ton of scenes that make you want to scream, let's go. And in this beach scene, you want to be Miles Teller dancing around. It's the difference between introducing Toby and Andrew all quietly in a living room instead of having them reveal themselves in exciting ways like in Spider-Verse. Peter, Gwen, the rest all scream, holy shit, look at that. And so we come back to Michael Bay's Transformers. I know that was kind of a tangent. The dude understands what makes things awesome. And sure, his movies, I'm not the biggest fan of some, but even his worst films, some scenes in a vacuum are some of the coolest things I've ever seen. And the ending to Transformers is just so well recognized because the visuals and music go hand in hand in the perfect way to make you want to just jump out of your seat and clap. It's the one shot leading into Optimus. It's Peter Cullen voicing Optimus and giving a rousing speech to make the audience smile at just how awesome Optimus Prime is. And it's What I've Done. The song leads the ending. It gets it to where it needs to be, for Chester to sing out What I've Done and blast the credits with that banger of a song. Despite what you may think of this movie,
Bumblebee, stop lubricating the man.
This is cinema. This is what movies are about. The perfect combination of imagery and sound to move you emotionally, whether it be in a funny way, in a sad way, or in this way, an almost awe-inducing way, where you can leave the theater feeling fulfilled that the journey was worth it.
We are waiting.
Hey Hey, you made it to the end. Thanks so much for watching the video. Make sure to check out Interstellar Ranger Commence. It's an animated series I'm working on the channel. Episode 2 is coming soon. You can watch episode 1 right now. I'd really appreciate it if you checked it out. Thank you so much for appreciating the series. rblaz or rblaze_art for this awesome Interstellar Ranger Commence drawing of She, the antagonist of the first season. You nailed this design. I love this lighting, and I love how Itsuki's in the little corner right there. Thank you so much for this piece. Much love to you. Patrons, thanks so much for supporting the channel as well. In my opinion, y'all are as epic as Optimus Prime talking with Linkin Park in the background. I know it's hard, but you are so much doper. And of course, if you subscribe and turn on notifications, you'll officially have a chair to take a seat at the Brown Table. Here at the Brown Table, we exclusively listen to What I've Done on loop. And then on Saturdays, we listen to Iridescent. That's what we do. So if you're down for that, subscribe. Thanks so much everyone for watching the video, and I hope you come back to the table.